Now, you may or may not use Sumdog as part of your classroom provision, but it's an excellent games-based way of developing mathematics in children. It's engaging, it develops fluency, it's a great tool to have as part of blended learning in your school. If you're not sure what it's all about, come and check it out. Hello everyone, today's video is all about Sumdog, an online games-based maths platform that is very engaging and is great for your blended learning in the classroom. So, you set your classroom up, okay, and this is the landing page you get. So this is your dashboard where you'll see lots of different things. So, time that's been on Sumdog this week, the accuracy of your answers, how many answers they're getting correct and so on. And you'll also see lots of other different things. But before we start anything, you want to make sure that it's personalised to the children in your class. So to do that, you're going to set up some groups. So this could be groups within your class, differentiated by ability or by the skills that need plugging. To do that, you're going to click on the settings button. Once you get into settings, okay, you've got lots of different options. Head into manage students, which is this button here. Once you get into manage students, you'll see all of your different classes within the school. I'm going to have a look at my training class, okay, and you can see all the pupils within your class when you click on it. So to see all the groups in your school or in your class, you need to click on the View Groups button at the bottom. Once you go through to View Groups, you'll see all the groups that have been set up. Okay, I'm going to look at my training group, so training 1, and I can see the children that I need in there. If I want to add any students to that group then, I can click on Add Students to Group. If I want to select multiple students, I can click on this one, or if I want to add new groups, I can click on the Add Group button by here. So I'm going to add a few more students into my training groups. Once I've clicked on Add Students to Groups, it'll bring up my class again, and I can click on those children that I want to add to a group. Click on the children that you want, and then click on to Set Groups, and then you can choose the group that you want them to go into. So I'm going to put them into Training Group 2. So once you put all the children into the groups that you want, click on the Done button at the bottom, and that will take you back to your dashboard. Now, to set work, you're going to click on the Set Work tab across the top here. So this here is where you've got lots of different things that you can set for your class based on their skill level, on their age, or whatever you would like to do. You've got your multiplication tables, all maths topics, and your assessments. They're the 3 key areas that we're going to look at. The first area to look at is multiplication tables. So we're going to click on Focus on Tables. Now within Focus on Tables, you will see a heat map, okay, and this will populate as the children take on the multiplication challenges, and you'll be able to see, almost like a traffic light system, how well they are doing on each times table. You'll also be able to check the speed in which they've answered those questions, and also the fluency in which they've answered them. Now if you want your children, say, to focus on your 2s, 5s and 10 times table, you can click on those, and then you can select how many answers you want them to get correctly. If you want to set different times tables for different groups, you can also click on Split Students into Groups. Once you split them, you click on Add Students by here, and then you can add those children into the group that you want. Do that as many times as you need. Set the date that it starts, set the date that it ends, and then click on the Set Challenge button. That will then set those times tables for you for the week. Once you're happy with your times tables, you can go back to Set Work again. And this time we're going to focus on the All Maths Topics section. If you click on to Set Practice Work, that will then bring up the New Maths Challenge. Now this is where you can use your groups or the children that you have in your class to set specific challenges on specific skills. Now what is great about this is that it's mapped to the curriculum of the area that you work in. So as I teach in Wales, this will be mapped to the Welsh curriculum. Click on to choose skills, and you'll see here then a range of Sumdog's math skills that you can choose for your children. So for example, I'm going to click on the All Topics button here, and I'm going to focus on number this week. And because I teach Year 4, I'm going to click on to Year 4. That will then give me all the number skills for Year 4 in Wales. So I'm going to ask them to focus on ordering numbers within 1,000, counting in tens, and also then rounding to the nearest 10 or 100. Once I'm happy with that, I can click on the Done button, and I will be in there. Again, if I wanted to split them into groups, just like with multiplications, click on Split Students into Groups, and then that will be set up for you. You then need to give a target title, so number skills for this challenge, how many answers I want them to get correct to pass the challenge, when it starts and when it ends. And once I'm happy, I can click on Set Challenge to start that challenge. Once I've started that challenge then, I can click onto the challenge, click onto view details, and that will then tell me how the children are getting on, how accurate they are, how many questions they've got correct, and how many questions they've attempted. It's a really great tool, and it's a visual tool to see how well they're doing. We're going to head back now to the set work page, and on the set work page we're going to this time have a look at the assessments tab. If we click onto assessments on the right hand side, click create in view, and it will give us the opportunity then to set an assessment. You will see assessments from all the teachers in school in this tab here. So if you're looking for a specific assessment, say on year 4 number, hopefully somebody would have titled it that way and you can use that one yourself. To create an assessment, click on the green button which says create an assessment. You can then choose to look at maths, and then I'm going to focus on my training group and training class. You can name your assessment, so because I've been doing number, we'll call it number, how many questions you want them to answer, how long they've got to answer it, and also then when that activity starts and when it ends. Once you're happy with these parameters, click on the next button and that will take you through to your skills choice. Now, just like you did when you were setting the practice skills, you can go into years and filter by year group, and then you can go into topics and filter by topic. So again, because I've just done a practice test for number, I'm going to look at ordering, counting in tens, and also then rounding to the nearest 10 and 100. If I click on the next button, that will then show me the questions that they're going to be asked in that assessment. You can go through and you can look at these questions and decide whether they're suitable. If you're not happy with one of them, you can simply click on the arrows here and it will change the question for you. Once you're happy, click on create, and then your assessment will be there ready to set. Click on the done button. You can then go back into assessments and you can view the results of that assessment once they've been completed. As those children answer the questions, in real time you'll see the ticks and crosses coming up on this screen. If you find that question 10, for example, lots of children are getting wrong, highlight over question 10 and you can see that question. That will give you then the opportunity to plug any gaps with that group of children, and you can set that skill as a practice question for them then when you come back into Sumdog. So that is a very quick overview of Sumdog and what it looks like from the teacher side. It's a game-based platform which is incredibly good for children. Its engagement is huge, and I'm going to show you now, just at the end of this video, some of the games that they might play. So there we have it, a look at Sumdog as a games-based platform for blended learning in your classroom. If you want to know any more, contact me or get in touch with Sumdog, who I'm sure will be more than happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching this video.